I wanted to talk to you about our case study today, Sam, struggling Sam. And I want to explain to you first that just like a movie about real people, how they sometimes create a composite character, Sam is not one person, okay? But he is real. Sam is extremely real. He's a composite character that's based on a collection of struggling actors who I personally know, who I've personally heard utter these excuses that I'm going to share with you here, and then how to break this pattern. And the thing is that Sam, collective struggling Sam, is stuck in various parts of his acting career, and a lot of it has to do, the stuck part, with holding on to the excuses. So we're going to talk about this pattern that keeps Sam stuck, and I want you to understand this is very, very common. These are some excuses that I've collected from struggling Sam over time. I went back through a lot of emails, a lot of messages, a lot of notes from coaching and from conversations with my struggling Sam composite, and I noticed a pattern, and that's when I felt really inspired to share this with you. It was the pattern. So take a listen to this. These are the excuses of struggling Sam over time. This is over the course of about 3 or 4 years, struggling Sam. Ready? Okay, so why is Sam struggling? Well, these are the things that he said. It's because I'm not getting enough auditions. Once I get some, then it'll change. It's because of my ethnicity. It's because I live in a small town. I'm still behind the 8 ball. It's because I have an accent. It's because I have no money. My situation hasn't changed yet. It's because I don't know what to do. It's because I broke my toe. It's because, yeah, he said that. It's because I don't have enough credits. It's because I'm not union. My situation still hasn't changed yet. It's because my ears are too big. It's because Joe said that they would help me, but he's not returning my calls now. I am going to get back on track this week, I swear. It's because I can't get in on any of the good roles. So I just do research online daily in order to hone my craft. It's because I work a day job. It's because I don't have an agent. Nothing has changed for me still, and I need to get some credits before I can achieve anything now. It's because I have kids. I've had a few setbacks. It's because my husband, wife, mother, father, friend, boss, lover, mailman doesn't support me. Therefore, this concerns me, and my situation still hasn't changed yet. It's because I'm not thin enough. It's because I don't have enough time. It's because I don't know anyone. Still in the same boat now, only worse. Once I get more auditions, then things will turn around. Once I get an agent, then things will change. Once he, she, they support me, it'll be different. Once I lose some weight, it'll all be fine. But right now, circumstances beyond my control currently prevent me from getting ahead. Those are all absolute, real, verbatim things from composite struggling Sam. And I want to see if you notice what that pattern is. Did you notice that, number one, there were any number of excuses? And by the way, I'm not invalidating the circumstances that could have created each and every one of those things. Each and every one of those excuses comes from a valid circumstance. I'm not invalidating that, understand. But I want you to notice something really important. Every single one of those true things, when repeated over time, kept Sam struggling. And 4 years later, Sam is in the exact same place that he was 4 years ago when I first encountered him. Just with the constant, nothing's changed yet, still working on it, nothing's changed, no advancement. And I was like, oh God, I've got to explain, I've got to share this with you, because it puts you in victim mode. When you have your excuses, however valid they may be, and again, I'm not invalidating your circumstance, but when you put that excuse in the forefront and allow it to lead you, creating your acting career. By the way, if this was you and you had 1 or 2 of those things and you've caught yourself, I want to say congratulations to you, because becoming aware that you are living into excuses is a huge step. And once you become aware of it and break this pattern, you will start to see results and you will start to see things change where you've been stuck up until this point. So if you're beating yourself up because you may have been like struggling Sam, I don't want you to do that. I want you to actually celebrate the awareness of realizing it. So become aware that you're doing it is step number 1. And then be willing to admit that you're doing it. And I kind of separated those two things out because becoming aware of it is awesome, but being willing to admit it kind of out loud, even to yourself, like, oh, I think I was doing that. I was. Okay. You know what I mean? Owning it. Because you can't shift or change something that you refuse to own. So number one, become aware. Number two, be willing to admit it or own it. And don't beat yourself up about it, because that's a huge part. And then become willing to change it. Okay, so now the next step after you become willing is to start seeking a solution. And the best way to do that is to start asking one of my favorite questions in the whole world is, how can I? The best step is to look at it as an opportunity. Because this creates so much more growth for you as well as solutions. And what I mean by, like, you may be thinking, well, Amy, how could I look at not having an agent as an opportunity? Okay, well, try this. Imagine that was your obstacle. You're struggling, Sam. Well, I don't have an agent. That's why I'm stuck. Okay, well, how can I get an agent? This obstacle is I don't have an agent. This challenge is I don't have an agent. This opportunity is I don't have an agent. How is that an opportunity? Well, if you don't have an agent or you're struggling to get one, you need to take a look at where the hole is that's keeping you from getting one. Is it because you don't know enough people? You don't have enough connections? You can't get somebody to give you a referral? Your headshots suck? You don't have a demo reel? You live in Timbuktu? You don't, whatever. Like, you don't, there's a million reasons it could be. And these are all an opportunity for you to look at something that needs fixing. You know, and do you see how the actions are all similar, but they vary depending on how you look at it? If you look at your excuse, your problem, your obstacle, your challenge as an opportunity for you to fix something, add something, create something, do you see how much more empowering that is and how that puts you in the driver's seat of your acting career versus being a victim like struggling Sam? You're going to become aware that you are living into excuses if that's you, even if it's one. In some area of your life, no matter how successful you are, I bet there's one thing that you're struggling with, and if there is, there's an excuse attached. So become aware of what that is. Become willing to admit that you're doing it, and don't beat yourself up about it. Become willing to change it, and then ask, how can I? And then you can say to yourself, how is this an opportunity for me? How can I look at this as an opportunity? And then take the actions that are going to bring you those results so that you don't end up like struggling Sam. Got it? Okay, good.